right now they've got to find a way to get it back together.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Two jack. Lefty. Here, shift.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. In motion right comes Allen. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield.
Hey, 74.
Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it. First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Working from the gun. Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They kept the receiver in the short field and not let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Fielded at the 20. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Swings this out here for Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On play action, it's Wentz. Going deep here for Allen. They've got his man complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips. And then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Go, go.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Tariq Cohen with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Ready?
Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, but it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Watch out now. 50 fears.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
15. Shorty. Hey, forward, Tokyo.
From From the gun, it's Wentz. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Browns at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen, the man in motion right. The run between the tackles with Cohen. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Sunday.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down. But they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Hey, empty. Bringing it to you.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Great.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Two jet. 82. 81. Sunday.
On play action, Wentz. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Lefty. Hey, we're good.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Two jet.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. York now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Come on, set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Michael, 3-3. Ready.
From the 29, Tua. And that one going to come up short, low throw. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Buchanan. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action.
Ready.
From the 36, Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Sanders' kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
On the ready.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Blue striker. Ready?
From the 45 on second down. Tua. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Looking to pass. Tua. Forced out to it, and he's going to go down again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Play action. Now Wentz. Lets it fly for Thielen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first, this from 41. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now a play fake. Wentz going deep here for Allen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Hill on the return. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Tua going to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Now that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, you put the guy, grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 29, Wentz. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back in the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here we go.
Tua now on first down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there. At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
He is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out. His current formula's not working. Throwing again on second down. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Duke Dawson picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And York on now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down. See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They fake the handoff. Now Tua rolling to his left.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Now, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Throwing is Wentz. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 46 down, man. 5-4.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll look downfield for Waller. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Darren Waller with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. And not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they're putting a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Tua. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
Red, cycle.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. They'll look to throw. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On play action, it's Wentz. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is caught. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that. Read his keys, made the play.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. Jacob Phillips gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're going deep for Hill. And now here's another interception. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
On first down, Wentz. And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Here we go.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is, for this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
The catch and run there, good for 16 the first. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident throw right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Now Hill to return it.
Nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Blue striker. Ready?
On 2nd and 10, Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
complete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Two jet. Porky, 82, Porky.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
Well, fans usually love